We have a unique opportunity here in Ventura County. Much of Southern California, we have an urban edge right up against the beach, right up against the coast. Here in Ventura County, we have the luxury of actually doing real restoration, really connecting the land to the sea. This is how it used to be. This is how it used to be without PCH, without railroad tracks. We had critters and energy and particles moving from the land to the sea and back and forth. We can restore that here. We have this wonderful inland zone we can pull the ocean into. Not just the ocean itself, but all the ocean's constituents. People can recreate here, and we can not only restore the ecosystem and recreational opportunities, we can also restore this part of the coast to what it was like 100 years ago. This is a perfect place, easy access, wonderful ocean elements, wonderful ecological elements, particularly when we restore it, to educate folks, for folks to come here, ecotourism, passive recreation, school groups learning about stuff, pickleweed, all these other plants that are starting to grow and pop up here they're screaming to live here. We just need to give them half a chance. Let's get this place in a more usable, workable status. Let's go see what people are doing right now to get that done. These guys have been working, this unit has been working for about the past hour. So they've been cleaning up. We had a bunch of ice plant, non-native ice plant. So when we do a restoration, we do some things that sometimes we wouldn't otherwise do. So bringing heavy equipment is not something we like to do all the time, but it really is essential in the construction phase and the cleanup phase. So right now we have some big heavy equipment in here, really helping streamline and making efficient all this work that our volunteers have been doing as they're migrating now towards the dunes to go clean up some stuff down there. Our crew just finished up this ice plant area, left it with mostly now just native Distichylus spicata, saltgrass. Now let's move and follow these guys over to the dune and see what they're doing over towards the dunes. So as we go into our dune complex here, naturally these dunes migrated inland towards the ocean, back and forth. Humans have historically not liked that. We like to control everything. So one of the things we've tried to do, we have done, is we've taken stuff like this, which is an ice plant from South Africa called, the common name people in California usually call this is highway ice plant, because we see it planted all over the highways because Caltrans was so kind as to spread it all across the state. But it's a fantastic stabilizing plant, and you see that it's lining the edges of all of our dunes, and it's essentially fixing the dunes in place. And which sort of sounds maybe like a good thing if you're worried about dunes, but it really messes with the ecology. It also squeezes out just about everything else. So it forms what we call a monoculture, just pure this stuff. So we really like to put our plants that fix things around. So all kinds of species have been planted. We have a European dune grass that started up in San Francisco that was used to stabilize Golden Gate Park. Arundo has been planted all around in theory to stabilize banks and other things. It's actually caused more problems. But basically these non-native invasive species cause all kinds of challenges for us. So now a lot of our first steps in terms of restoration are to get these bad guys out of here. So let's get some of this stuff out of here. Let's go see what these guys are doing out in the dunes. Today, what's your name?
Katie.
Katie, what have you been doing today?
We've been helping our community.
Awesome. Doing what specifically?
We've been raking up the branches so we could plant stuff in the area.
Awesome. What was your name?
Susie.
Susie, what have you been doing today?
We picked up the ice plant off the circular thingy.
Cool.
And
that's a technical term, by the way. Circular thingy is technical. That's good. I like that.
Yes.
Who are you guys, and what have you guys been doing?
Hey, I'm Corey. I'm with the gas company. I've been raking up all the ice plants and the weeds, pulling them, making it look nice.
Awesome. What's your name?
My name's Mary.
Mary, have you guys been doing the same thing, pulling up stuff?
Yep. These are my kids and my Girl Scouts, and we're all out helping out.
How often have you guys come to McGrath in the last year or so?
Not that often. We're from Simi, but we did take a Girl Scout camp out here with our troop one time.
As we get it more open, do you guys think you might come more frequently?
Yeah. It's nice and it's close by, and It's beautiful over here.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, you guys, for all your help today. So it's really important for these efforts to not only have people here that are actually doing the work. That's the first thing. Let's get this stuff cleaned up. It's also really important to have communities, have families, have all kinds of groups here. It really helps create a sense of place and helps create ownership throughout the community. So it's awesome. We have so many diverse groups of folks here, diverse ages, etc. Even old fat guys like me are here. So that's awesome. So every fall for the last 8 years, my students and I have been conducting a poll of folks in the coastal zone. Santa Barbara, Ventura, Los Angeles County. We survey about 1,500 people a year. And we ask them what their opinions of the coastal zone are and also their impressions of various management actions. One of the questions we ask is, where was the last open space you've been to? More than 60% of the folks consistently, year to year, sometimes it's a lot higher, respond that the last open space they've been to is the beach. So the beach is really, really not only iconic for those of us living here in Southern California, but also central to just about everything we do. Our economy, how we recreate, it's a key part of living in Southern California, and it's a key reason why we need to have healthy, easily accessible coastal resources and places on the beach. When you come to the beach, the times when we most love to come to the beach are in the spring and summertime. That's also the perfect time for nesting of 2 endangered species that we have here. So our snowy plovers and our least terns are rare in lots of the world. They're really, really abundant right here in Ventura County in places like McGrath Beach. So when you come to the beach, if you happen to see a little fence, a little marked off area, do me a favor and just steer clear of that. Those are places we've zoned off to make sure that folks don't accidentally step on a nest of these endangered birds. The birds are obviously birds, but the eggs are blended to perfectly look like grains of sand. So unless you're paying attention, it's really easy to accidentally step on them. So when you see fences, give them a nice little wide berth, go sunbathe, go play volleyball, etc. Just watch out for the fences. If you do happen to bring your wonderful pooch to the beach, make sure Fido is on a leash and contained. That's another issue we have here. So as long as he's contained, we're all good coming on down the beach. So behind me, you can see some of the very few campsites that are now open this weekend. These guys are out here enjoying the beach, enjoying the weekend. We need many more of these places to be open. These guys are on some of the highest ground that we have here currently open in the campground. The idea, again, with the restoration is to have more opportunities like this that are at least at this level or slightly higher, so that, again, we can be out of the floodplain, out of the inundation area, and more people can be like these folks, these lucky guys right here, out of the beach. Why aren't you out here camping at McGrath State Beach? Thanks for hanging out with us today. We've had a fantastic day here at McGrath State Beach. Watched a lot of folks do some fantastic restoration. Heard from a lot of the key players here that are making this park a more vibrant, essential part of our local community for the years going forward. Please stay in touch. Stay in touch with the Park Service, stay in touch with our friends groups, with all of our community that are involved here. There's ample opportunities for you guys to get involved. You can also go check out our website at California State University Channel Islands. You can search ESRM, Environmental Science and Resource Management Program. We have all kinds of projects going on here as well to try to help support state parks, support our local resource managers, and give them the information that they need. For anybody interested in this type of stuff, anybody interested in restoring systems, anybody interested in figuring out how we go forward collectively, constructively with problems, come check out our website at California State University Channel Islands. In particular, check out our Environmental Science and Resource Management Program. We train students to solve these problems. My students are now rangers. My students are now part of the organizing groups that bring these folks together. It's a wonderful opportunity. Come to CSUCI. Come check us out. We have an awesome program, and I'm not a horrible teacher. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.